Alright guys, this is going to be a comprehensive review of the British Airways 747 business class cabin. Look at that beauty. The 747 is an airplane that doesn't really exist in the United States anymore. In the passenger side of things, I'm going to fly this thing right now between Seattle and London, and I'm going to give you the complete rundown how the business class experience goes down. The expectations aren't very high. It's not really known to be one of the top tier experiences out there, but I'm going to give you the really close, nitty-gritty experience from a seasoned international traveler. How about a gin tonic? The lounge experience at the British Airways lounge in Seattle was mediocre at best. The seating is quite old. Looks like it's a partner lounge that they use for several airlines combined into one terrace. It's certainly not bad. It's certainly not an Emirates or a Cathay Pacific or any of the top tier airlines, but they do try. It was pretty packed, so they've got just simple snacks like sandwiches and drinks and coffee and things like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this old classic boarded and heading off to London Heathrow.
It wasn't just a regular seat a few years ago, and I was
Guys, so far the experience on BA has been so-so. The business class definitely needs some renovation. This right here was revolutionary 10 years ago. For me, the cool part is really the 747 part, the queen of the skies. There is no more 747s in the US, so flying on one of these is a real special experience, as I know it won't last. So I don't expect this business class to change much until these things are put into the boneyard. Take it for what it's worth. It's certainly not an Emirates, a Cathay Pacific, a Singapore Airlines. It's just basically probably a very entry-level business class. I kind of feel like I'm sitting out in the hallway, sort of. I've got this little partition that basically has a little double seat. So if you're like traveling on your own and you really don't want to be over here unless you kind of know the person next to you, you're going to be real nice, close, and get real comfy with your neighbor. So if you like a little bit of privacy, make sure you book your seats and select them in advance. Probably the most desirable seat would be to my right, up against the windows. You can kind of get tucked in. You still have to climb over your neighbor, which is just one of those things that you got to deal with here. So BA, you guys got to up your game. This is really a space that's very competitive, and there's a lot of great options out there. You guys really need to become revolutionary. You guys are a landmark airline for your country. British Airways, you've got to set the bar high. I would say your business class product, from just kind of a modern perspective, from a perspective of comparison to other airlines, is quite low. You guys really need to up your game. One thing I can say though is your point payout system is pretty good. So when I was buying my ticket on this specific trip, I chose this one because you guys pay out a really nice dividend in points to my mileage program with Alaska Airlines. Once you have some elite status with Alaska, or probably some other airlines as well, you get paid out several 100% more than the actual miles traveled, which ends up being a fair deal. So I can see you guys trying. However, you guys really need to up your game and really invent something new. You know, hire a nice interior designer, somebody, you know, probably from one of the European countries that's just next door to you, Italy, someplace like that, Germany, somebody from like Mercedes, Porsche, BMW, that would be up an interior like you won't believe. You know, look what Emirates is doing. They're like just setting the bar like incredibly high, and they're charging for those tickets double what you guys are. So the margin is there. Just get out there and set a new level for the industry. So when you have that business class experience, that it's cutting edge, that you want to repeat it again. I understand the 747's been in your fleet for 25 plus years. However, you know what, an interior that's 10 years old, I think it's time to update it. Your airplanes are going to be around for another, you know, 4 or 5 years. Update the program. Create a travel experience that builds and compares to those in the Middle East and some of these Asian carriers. Let's just see how the dinner experience compares. I've got high expectations. Had a great dinner. The dinner was good. Definitely compliments the British Airways. Just took care of a couple of things, and I'm now off to sleep. I gotta say something about this little bag. BA. Come on, guys. Are you serious? This bag for a business class seat? Come on. Seriously. Got off that 747 flight to London, hang out in the airport for a few hours. Okay, well, it's a nice day out here. This is going to conclude my review of the British Airways business class experience in the 747-400. Just arrived in London, moved to Terminal B. That was a decent experience. Really, the thing to really watch for is how much does a ticket cost. If you're buying it last minute and it costs sky high, I wouldn't do it. It's just not worth those $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 tickets. But oftentimes you can buy it for miles, for points, or for a pretty decent price if you're planning ahead, or if they just simply are running a special. Otherwise, you know, there's a lot of things left to be desired if you're comparing it to business class in general with all kinds of different airlines. There's a lot that they can improve on. It's an old clunky airplane, so there's a trade-off there if you still want to go fly the Queen of the Skies. There's really not too many of those out there still remaining. I guess BA is going to have them for about another 5 years or so. So that's your opportunity to do that. I'm sure the newer 777s and 787s experience will be different, but that's what it was like on the 747. You know, I would say out of a 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like somewhere between a 3 and a 4 would be my rating of the business class experience on British Airways in the 747 between Seattle, Washington, and London Heathrow Airport. Thanks for watching. If you guys like this video, write a comment below. Let me know what you think. What was your experience when you flew on British Airways compared to other airlines? Do you want to see more of this type of video in the future? And hit that subscribe button, a little ding there in the corner. That way you're notified next time I post a video. I appreciate you watching. Take care.